Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books and marketing expert covering Disney and Bud Light. Disney is going full Bud Light. They're now working with a trans influencer to promote Minnie Mouse girls' clothing to little girls. I don't think this is such a great idea. I don't know why Bob Iger would go looking for this kind of trouble, but he is. Let's get into the story. Before we do, please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate you guys. I'm trying to get to 30,000 subscribers, so if you can subscribe, please do subscribe. Coming from the Daily Mail, they learn nothing from Bud Light. Disney sparks outrage as it partners with trans TikTok influencer Seann Altman, who is seen dressing in Minnie Mouse themed red dress, yellow heels, and bow to promote girls' clothing. Disney has sparked backlash again after partnering with transgender influencer Seann Altman to show girls how to dress up as Minnie Mouse. Altman, who identifies as gender fluid but uses he/him pronouns, donned a small red costume as he demonstrated to fans of the Mickey Mouse show how they can look like the iconic children's character in a TikTok promotion for Disney style. Quote, "I look just like Minnie Mouse," he said, after layering white lacy gloves, red lipstick, and a bow. "Now I'm fashionable, bold, and fun." Many viewers were quick to draw comparisons, of course, with his fellow trans star Dylan Mulvaney's disastrous collaboration with Bud Light, which sparked a boycott that wiped out more than $27 billion off the brand's market value. The market value is the market capitalization. That's the value of all stock if you were to buy the stock in the company. The move also came not long after Disney reported a rare but large loss in its second quarter filings on Wednesday, as the woke-ridden brand lost a staggering $460 million while visits to Disney World have slowed. There's also another scandal at Disney. It's about that one-time charge they've made against their direct-to-consumer streaming business. The one-time charge is over $2 billion that they just said, oh, well, all of these Disney Plus shows, all of these streaming shows we made, because it does include their other streaming services as well, are not worth anything. People aren't watching them. We've decided to pull them off our streaming services. So that's more than $2 billion they're just taking out as basically a one-time loss and saying, oh, by the way, don't count that in our operating results. Don't consider that relevant to the $460 million loss we had. Their loss was really more than $2 billion. But because of accounting formalities, they're allowed to call it a one-time charge. Disney is doing much worse than they let on. This is Seann Altman as Minnie Mouse. I don't think they'd want to promote this to girls. I don't know why they would do a thing like this. The promotion for Disney Style, which advertises clothing and accessories from Disney, saw Altman begin by saying he would look at the most iconic friend group and delve into the Mickey Mouse family. He said he opted to dress up like Minnie Mouse because the character was the most like me, adding that he even had the perfect dress to start the look. After donning the red dress that was just like Minnie, the social media star paired it with a large white lacy necklace just to give it that little more flair. He then added a large white petticoat, white lacy gloves, a belt, and a watch before saying it was time to be as bold as Minnie and applying red lipstick. Altman continued building the costume with black tights and yellow shoes and completed the look with a big red bow, which he felt was the biggest fashion statement. I think doing this with biological females could potentially be attractive. It could work. Customers might like that and get ideas and become inspired to be like the model presenting the clothing. But I don't see how this would attract people who are the average customer to buy any of their clothes. I could easily see how this could attract people to want to not be involved at all with any of the clothes or with Disney. Altman continued building the costume with black tights and yellow shoes and completed the look with a big red bow, which he felt was the biggest fashion statement. Quote, "I literally look like Minnie Mouse," he said, with a twirl, "and I fit in perfectly with Mickey and his friends. The bow with the dress and the shoes really seal the deal. Now I'm fashionable, bold, and fun, just like Minnie Mouse." The move from Disney to push the promotion sparked backlash online, with some questioning whether Altman was the correct choice to market children's costumes, while others felt the brand was caving to woke pressure. Conservative commentator and journalist Cassandra McDonald criticized the company for having clearly learned nothing from the Bud Light fiasco. Disney has partnered with transgender TikTok influencer Seann Altman, a biological male who identifies as gender fluid, to promote a line of girls' apparel, she added. In the video, Altman does a tutorial on dressing like Minnie Mouse. Quote, the transgender influencer has 717,000 followers on the platform and frequently makes videos where he's dressed up as a young girl, including a recent one where he's skipping around in fairy wings. Quote, I can't imagine why Disney stock is crashing, said one critic, as another said, disgusting, I'm done with Disney forever. Another said, you know what to do, folks, boycott Disney if you haven't already, referencing the public boycott following Mulvaney's Bud Light partnership. For Disney, this is pouring oil ahead of themselves on the slide they're already riding, said one viewer, after McDonald also noted how the company recently cast its first ever transgender actor to join in the Star Wars franchise. The criticisms come at a vulnerable time for the iconic brand, which reported a shocking $460 million loss in its second quarter filings on Wednesday. Amid its bitter feud with Florida governor and 2024 presidential hopeful Ron DeSantis, Disney saw its visits to Disney World slow, while the number of subscribers to its streaming platform fell by 7.4%. One of the things that's interesting about this as well is Bob Iger was recently in an interview with CNBC, a business network, where he was asked, do you think that your fight with the governor of Florida is affecting any of your business in Florida? Are people not coming to the theme parks as often as a result? And Iger said, oh no, absolutely not. However, this recent financial report kind of shows something different, and it makes you wonder what else is going on that he's not really being honest about. Disney Style's marketing team will be hoping their partnership with Altman is more successful than their counterparts at Bud Light had earlier in the year. It was the most popular beer in America for over 2 decades, but in April, the brand released a promotion featuring transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney, sparking a huge boycott. You know, Dylan Mulvaney seems available. I'm surprised Disney didn't hook up with Dylan Mulvaney for this. Dylan received a specialized can featuring Dylan's face on the front of a Bud Light can, celebrating Dylan's year-long promotion of 365 days of becoming a girl. Anheuser-Busch InBev, Bud Light's parent company, just announced it lost $390 million in U.S. sales during the 3 months of the Dylan Mulvaney promotion. The world's largest brewer, Anheuser-Busch, said Thursday that sales to U.S. retailers has plunged 14%, adding that it had been underperforming in the beer industry. In a statement, the company put the declining sales down to the backlash they face for partnering with Mulvaney. That has caused this partnership with Mulvaney at least 1,000 layoffs so far, 350 or 60 or so related directly to working for Anheuser-Busch, but also another 645 from glass bottle companies that produce glass bottles in just 2 states working for Anheuser-Busch. The glass plants had to close because they lost so much business from Bud Light essentially getting destroyed in so many places throughout the country. Those are the layoffs that we're aware of so far, but we're expecting a lot more layoffs to be announced in September because none of the people that actually make Anheuser-Busch beer, like Bud Light, Budweiser, have actually been laid off yet. Those people will have to be laid off because they've had a reduction in sales of at least 30% nationally of Bud Light. It doesn't mean they need to lay off 30% of their 19,000 employees, but they're probably going to have to lay off, unfortunately, a couple thousand of them. Disney's financial results were just released yesterday. They're going to be increasing their streaming prices by as much as 27%, and they claim they had a loss of $460 million for their streaming business in just the last 3 months. However, it also claimed a one-time charge for over $2 billion, and what that charge is the cost of the production of some of their streaming shows that they decided nobody wants to watch or they don't think are right for the service anymore. So really, it's more than $2 billion lost just for those 3 months. It's really terrible financial results. Of course, what Disney is hoping is eventually There will be some people that will keep their streaming services and won't cancel them no matter what happens, no matter how much they increase the prices and reduce the amount of shows that are on the platforms. So Disney stock is already down about $150 billion from where it used to be just a couple of years ago. But they've decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a risk. Let's find a transgender influencer and try to get them to dress up in Minnie Mouse clothes, associate ourselves with them really carefully and really closely, and promote them through our Disney style platform. The problem I have with this is not that they're taking a risk. The problem I have with this is in business, sure, there's nothing wrong with taking risks. It's very appropriate to take risks, but they're always calculated to see what is the return on this risk. How can I possibly do a lot more business as a result of taking a chance here? In the case of Disney, I can't see how this is going to make parents want to support Disney's brands. This extends not just to Minnie Mouse, but of course also Mickey Mouse, but Goofy, all the Disney brands, all the Pixar brands, Lucasfilm, Marvel included. This includes all of it. So why would they go and say, you know what, let's risk all of our business, all of our customer relationships on trying to promote this transgender model to little girls dressing up in Minnie Mouse clothes? Is Minnie Mouse supposed to be transgender? But where's the benefit? How is this supposed to pay off if you're going to take a risk like this? There's no way for it to pay off. So I can't see how anyone would want to hold Disney's stock knowing that they do things that really have no commercial or any kind of business sense. There's no way they can get a good return on investment from taking a chance like this. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments below. Always love to see your ideas. Please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.